welcome to SomeGuy's Garage. It's Tool Test Tuesday, and today we're going to take a look at the DeWalt DCD708 Atomic Series Brushless Cordless Compact Drill. Boy, that's a mouthful.
Stick around till the end of the video to see how it places on the tool score charts.
So let's start off by taking a quick look at the drill. Has the normal DeWalt forward reverse switch here with a fairly nice trigger, easy to modulate. Has a 2-speed gearbox adjustable on the top for different speeds. Has a clutch system, 15 different levels that go all the way around the drill here that lets it automatically stop when you reach a certain torque. It's a 1/2-inch chuck, so you can put up to 1/2-inch bits in there. It is a plastic chuck, but keyless as well, so pretty nice to use. It does have a light on the bottom as well down here, you can see. That stays on for a few seconds after you've pulled the trigger. It's not the brightest light, but it works well enough if you are in a dimly lit spot. At least you have something. Pretty typical of the DeWalt drills. And overall, a pretty nice compact size. So for comparison, here is the older DeWalt 12 volt. You can see this one is actually a fair bit shorter, although it is taller. Here's the DCD996. As you can see, the DeWalt Atomic one is much smaller and shorter than the bigger hammer drill here. And finally, something that we're all very familiar with, the DCF887 impact driver. So the drill is just a smidge longer, but very, very similar in dimensions. Let's take a look at how many RPM it makes. We'll start in first gear. Looks to be about 420. We'll go up to second gear. Just about 1550. So first we'll take a look at how well it works as a driver. I have a number 2 Robertson bit in it. It's on speed 1 with the clutch on 15. We'll grab a 3-inch screw here. Works pretty well. We'll now switch the clutch over to drill mode. Again, a 3-inch screw. Drives it straight on through and keeps going. Now we'll switch it to number 2, put it back on number 15 on the clutch. Again, a 3-inch screw. Much faster. And finally, we'll switch it back into drill mode here. And again, a 3-inch screw. Again, right on in. Next, we'll try it with a 7/8" self-feeding spade bit on mode 1. Went through pretty easily. Let's try again now on mode 2. So we're on number 2, drill mode. Wow, that works pretty well. Next, we'll try it with a fresh 3/8" bit. We're on speed 2. Quite easy. Let's go down to number 1, just try once more. Not bad, but better on number 2. Let's do that once more just for the fun of it. Yeah, I'd say that works pretty well.
Finally, here's what happened when I tried to use a 1.5-inch spade bit with it. Of course, it bound up and tried to break my wrist. Without a side handle, it does have enough torque to be a bit dangerous.
All right, now it's time for the tool score. So starting off with value, this is going to get an 8 out of 10. For about $130, you can get it in a kit like shown here, where you get the medium amperage charger, 2 of the 1.5 amp hour batteries, obviously the drill itself, as well as one of the nice DeWalt bags. So for all of that, for $130 is quite a good value, and hence why it's getting the 8 out of 10. Next up is quality, and for quality it's going to get a 6 out of 10. Generally, DeWalt tools are quite well made, nice rubberized grips, feel solid, sturdy construction. The only reason it doesn't get as much as the impact wrench I previously tested is because it does have a plastic chuck. And some of the other components here are plastic, where on the impact wrench you get metal materials, and on the higher end drills you also get those things, especially the chuck in metal. So I'm just knocking off 1 point for that, but otherwise it's typical DeWalt build quality. Ergonomics, on the other hand, it will get a 7 out of 10, same as the DeWalt impact wrench I previously tested. They are very comfortable, like I said, rubberized grips and good balance and ergonomics, and especially with the compact drill compared to the hammer drill, the balance and tool weight is a fair bit lighter, yet still retains quite a bit of power. So for those reasons, it is going to get a 7 out of 10. Next up is performance, and for performance, it's going to get a 5 out of 10. It works quite well. It's fairly fast. It's fairly strong. Middle of the pack, though, it's not the strongest drill out there. Certainly there are more powerful drills that you can buy, but for the size and being that it's a compact drill, it does work pretty well and is pretty strong. So that's why it's getting the 5 out of 10. Finally, usefulness. And of course, the drill has to get 10 out of 10 for usefulness, especially this one. It's a nice size. It's a nice balance between a big heavy drill and maybe a little bit lighter duty where you couldn't really use larger bits in it. It's a nice balance in that sense. A drill is a must-have tool in every garage. Usually the first power tool that everybody gets is a drill, so it just makes sense that it gets a 10 out of 10. So if we total all that up, the DCD708 is going to get a 36 out of 50. Quite a nice drill. Overall, it works well. It's a nice size and generally is a great tool to have in the workshop. Just losing a couple points simply because of the build quality, and the performance is not outstanding, even though it is a strong performer for the size.
And here's where it places on the tool score charts. Just a single point behind the other DeWalt impact we tested, but with strengths in different categories.
So that's the DeWalt DCD708. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.